Hey guys, it's Doris, and I reported last night on the Malarkey Report. If you don't watch the Malarkey Report, you may want to watch the Malarkey Report. We do cover wrestling news the last Monday of every month on Jet Wash Outdoors channel. But anyway, I reported a little bit of news last night, and I just wanted to cover a little bit of it. Some of it has some updates. I reported on breaking news. CAIN VELAZQUEZ was involved in a shooting incident yesterday. When I initially reported on it, I had said that the role he played was uncertain. At the time, the report said that they weren't really sure what role he played in the matter. As of today, apparently he has been charged with attempted murder. Apparently he was the shooter involved in the incident. There was another male rushed to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. And apparently VELAZQUEZ was arrested and, like I said, charged with attempted murder late Monday night. He's being held at the Santa Clara County Department of Corrections without bail. He goes back to court on Wednesday. So I am not expecting any update till Wednesday. They just said that the motive and circumstances surrounding the incident are still under investigation. Another arrest that we have is Sunny. She has been arrested once again. February 27th, this was reported on. This time she's facing 11 charges. 11! She's due in court March 12th. She has been charged with operating a motor vehicle under the influence of liquor or drugs, driving after driver's license registration suspended, careless driving, likely to endanger person or property, reckless driving, failure to wear seatbelt, driving without a license, failure to possess a driver's license, failure to possess driver's registration, failure to possess driver's insurance card, failure to install interlock drive car without interlock. As we know, she has a history of driving under the influence. So she probably had a court order for one of those breathing things that she never got. And then finally operating a motor vehicle with a suspended license, second violation. If you've been keeping up with Sunny, we know that this is the second time in 2022 alone that she has been arrested. She was already arrested in January of this year with making terroristic threats and unlawful possession of a weapon. She's had serious run-ins with the law in recent years, and since 2018, there have been charges relating to violation of domestic restraining order, eluding police, driving a motor vehicle without a license, and various DUIs. Styles has recently been announced to appear at this year's WrestleCon in Dallas during WrestleMania weekend, although it remains to be seen whether these latest charges against her will impact that at all. So those were the two biggest stories. Couple of other stories. It pretty much has been confirmed that Vince McMahon is going to be doing some sort of match at WrestleMania 38. Unfortunately, it's not against who a lot of you think it is. Apparently, Vince McMahon is going to be on Pat McAfee's show this Thursday. They are going to apparently start a feud on that show. And it will be Pat McAfee that Vince McMahon will be facing at WrestleMania 38. It has been reported that more than likely it is going to be a heavily cinematic match with a lot of smoke and mirrors. We know Pat McAfee does not have a lot of experience in the ring. He's had one match against Adam Cole in NXT. This will be his second match. So I'm expecting kind of like a Undertaker AJ match, a John Cena Fiend match with the Playhouse. I'm expecting a lot of optics in it. Another thing is apparently Elias has fallen off the mat. They're not even talking about him at their meetings they have in creative. So I am expecting Elias to more than likely be on one of the lists of the releases. We know that there should be another list coming out soon, because it's going to be soon. The end of the quarter is going to be coming out, and I'm sure we will see more releases. I don't know if he will be on the very next list, but you figure right now he's at home being paid. He did sign a new contract. They were supposed to have a new gimmick for him, and they keep 69ing the gimmick. They had a whole storyline for him, and Vince decided he didn't like it, so his return got postponed. And now they have absolutely nothing for him. Corey and Carmella, their new show is on YouTube. First episode was yesterday. I have no interest in it, but you never know. For you people that live in Texas, Steve Austin is going to be at Billy Bob's in Fort Worth, Texas on March 31st. He's going to be releasing his new IPA beer, and they're going to have music there. You do have to obtain tickets ahead of time. If you go to Steve Austin's Twitter page or Billy Bob's in Fort Worth website, I believe you can purchase tickets there, or they provide links to purchase the tickets. And there's still talk of Steve Austin versus KO. I'm still undecided if that's actually going to happen, but they are doing a whole storyline where KO keeps shitting on Texas. Fans have been showing up at Mia Yim and Keith Lee's house. She posted a Twitter statement about it. AJ Styles, Sami Zayn have both signed new contracts for approximately $3 million a year. They are now making as much as Goldberg and Edge and Miz. Apparently that was one of the reasons why Cesaro left or decided not to re-sign with WWE, because they were offering him significantly less than Sami Zayn. And he continued to ask them for more money, and they continued to say no. Therefore, he refused to sign. There is talk of him showing up at AEW this weekend. They do have their pay-per-view going on. He is a free agent because the contract did expire, so there is a possibility that will happen. And there is talk of another major announcement on Wednesday night for Dynamite. So we'll have to see if that is what that involves. And Johnny Gargano put on Twitter he is now available for bookings. Him and his wife had Quill, their son, last weekend. So now he is going to be looking for work. He does not want to be tied down to a full-time contract, so do not look for him to be signing with any major brand. He said that he is willing to do periodic matches with all types of brands. He just does not want to sign a full-time contract. John Morrison is going to be doing Bloodsport 8. And Damian Priest turned heel last night after losing his title to Finn Balor. Not AJ Styles, Finn Balor. I have AJ Styles on the mind. And that's about it, guys. I just wanted to put out a new quick news report because of the CAIN VELAZQUEZ updates, and thought I would include you guys on the news that we covered last night. So I am going to try to stream tomorrow night for AEW. Hopefully I will see you guys there. Other than that, guys, that's about it. Hey guys, it's Doris, and as you can tell, the majority of that video was recorded last night on Tuesday. And I do have another update from the CAIN VELAZQUEZ story. So apparently it was released that in a criminal complaint acquired by MMA Junkie, VELAZQUEZ was charged with attempted murder, 1 count, shooting at a motor vehicle or aircraft, 1 count, assault with a firearm, 3 counts, assault with a deadly weapon, 3 counts, willfully discharging a firearm from a vehicle, and carrying a loaded firearm with intent to commit a felony. If he is found guilty, he faces a minimum of 20 years on the attempted murder charge and up to life in prison. He faces additional time if found guilty of other charges. So that sentence is just for the attempted murder. Apparently, it's been alleged that he was shooting at a man while targeting another man, or shooting a man while targeting another man, accused of molesting a family member possibly 100 times. Though details emerged through news reports, the San Jose Police Department had yet to release information beyond the initial incident and arrest announcement until Wednesday. The police report was submitted, and it was confirmed that Henry Goularte was recently charged with molesting a close relative of VELAZQUEZ and was released from jail last Friday. VELAZQUEZ had employed Patricia Goularte, Henry's mother, as a daycare worker for the past 2 years. And it says that the investigation showed that police arrived at 3:14 to the scene of the shooting, which was reported to have taken place at multiple locations. When police arrived, they saw a Chevy Silverado. 3 people were inside the vehicle, including Patricia and Henry Galante, and a man wounded by gunfire, Paul Bender, who was taken to a nearby hospital. The police investigation revealed that VELAZQUEZ rammed his Ford F-250 into the side of the Silverado in front of witnesses. Then he followed the Silverado and fired 2 shots, one of which struck Bender in the arm. 5 casings total were found at the scene. VELAZQUEZ was later identified by police as the shooter. So he was arrested without incident. A .40 caliber semi-automatic handgun was found in his vehicle. 2 casings and ammunition were also found in the vehicle. So yeah. And apparently after the motive for his alleged actions came to light, many fighters and figures in the MMA community have rallied to support him in social media with the hashtag #FreeCain gaining traction. VELAZQUEZ stepped away from MMA competition following a February 2019 knockout loss to Francis Ngannou. He also pursued a stint in professional wrestling, which we all know. So yeah, that is as of the court date today. So we have a little bit more on the story. I will continue following this story as more news breaks. It doesn't have his next court date. I'm sure we will find more out as the court documents are released. So apparently this is all just from the police report and the complaint. Alright guys, alright, I'll talk to you guys later. I love you. Thank you. Mwah. I'm still gonna try to stream tonight. We will see. But yeah, love you guys. Mwah. Peace. Peace and chicken grease. Bye.